So we have Dino team over here. Hey there, how are you, Peter?
Hi, this is Chetan Raisa. I'm the founder of Dino. Um,
Hey Chetan, how are you? How are you
I'm
doing?
good. Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. How is the weather over there?
It's monsoon like crazy. It's just absolute pouring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How about there?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sunny over here. Yeah, there is always rain here, but yeah, right now it's pretty sunny. So yeah,
What
thank God for that.
what part you are from? Which part of the world?
Yeah, so our team is from San
Okay,
Francisco.
brilliant. Brilliant. Enjoying the sun.
Yeah, enjoying the sun. Yeah, that's one of the good things about here. It's like weather is really, really good.
Great.
Yeah, it's really good to have you here.
Same here. Thank you.
So this is Kevin. Yeah, this is Kevin this side. I'm from MetaPath team. I work as a marketing and business development person at MetaPath. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Well, name is Chetan Raisa, and I I'm a father of two personally, uh, and I live in the western part of India. I'm the founder of a company which dedicates to family businesses in this part of the world for like 10 years. I've been helping sort of the the largest manufacturer in the world for real diamonds, and we just come up. Long story short, we just come up with something to help the diamond industry people out here who create 9 out of 11 diamonds in the world, the real diamonds. We want to bring them to the Web3. That's our mission right now.
Wow, that's a pretty cool thing. And I'm assuming you are surrounded by diamonds everywhere.
Not really, but
I mean,
yeah, I mean, people are like diamonds. The really amazing people I have around. So I can say they are really rare gems.
yeah, I mean, definitely. Okay, so let's get into the project. I have few questions for you that I would like to that I would like for you to answer for our community, and later we will put it out on YouTube as well, so
Sure.
people can listen over there on YouTube as well. So, let's talk about the project. Can you tell us a story, like the story behind Dino the Diamond? How did this idea came about?
Okay. Well, sometimes they say that the best thing happened accidentally. So same as here. This was Corona period, COVID-19. I was with my daughter in home, locked really during the lockdown here in India. She was 10 years old, and she was bored, and literally she wrote a story right in front of me. And That story, I could not stop reading again and again. It was pure crisp genius for the 10-year-old, and it inspired me a lot. It made me a lot happy. However, I was just happy at that day as a father. Could not think of that story to connect anywhere near my business. But then after 6 months, we had this conversation in one of the boardroom in the owner's office, and of one of the largest manufacturing company in the world. By the way, I'm not sure if people are aware, but this city where we are is officially known in the world as the Diamond City. And the reason it is known as Diamond City is because it is since 1968 it's been manufacturing diamonds. Okay, when I say manufacture, I mean they do have all the raw diamonds from Africa and Russia and all other places, but then they get cut and polished in this place. So in that meeting in the boardroom, there was this discussion around how do we really get this manufacturer company into the Web3, and it was literally sort of an incident rather than any thoughtful provocation. But we started thinking about it, and the best way to start as a small baby step was something like, let's create on a blockchain NFT to just really see if people even care about us, if people really would want to kind of see real diamonds associated through the NFT as a way to help them, and exploring that, suddenly it just clicked that the story which I had 6 months back, read from my daughter, had literally gave birth to the character that we felt, which is what we are calling as Dino. And just to mention the community that we have got three series of this project. As I speak right now, the first series is about to be launched, and obviously, we're going to announce very soon all the details necessary for minting and everything. But at the same time, we already are in the second series design of the NFT, which we are thinking to come end of next year anyway. So we are very serious about that, and we thought that uh, this is the whole birth, I would say, amalgamation of what the story I read, and the manufacturers really that we had, and we said, you know what, let's just amalgamate these two things and see. And frankly, we loved the character, we loved the whole story, we loved the whole thought behind. We took the real artisans with us to design the character with us in terms of its head and everything. So you will probably see. So that's really sort of a quick intro. Forgive me if it's not quick. Um,
I mean, please go ahead and take your time. I think it's really good to hear from founders who are passionate about their project and who have a where the project is coming from a place which they really love. And I love the fact that you shared this uh, character which was created by your daughter and how everything came together. Yeah, it's really good to hear
yeah,
founders who are really passionate and connected with their projects, and I love it. Now, you talked about the diamond heads and everything.
right.
So, like, what was the process of creating these unique diamond patterns in your
Sure.
NFTs, and what was like the inspiration behind it?
Sure. Okay. Well, first of all, you've been very kind to tell me to go on, and so I'll still be very conscious of everyone's time. But thank you very much. So, as you asked me the question of the process, so we thought, first of all, we do not want to run just imagination. However, we want to bring some substance and meaning behind every kind of you can say the stroke or the design that we did, and the story that my daughter wrote uh, actually goes even beyond what I would say three sequel that we have planned. So in the first series of the sequel, we have literally picked how she has illustrated the character, and we thought that okay, on one side we have 12 real diamond shapes that we have. Now, real diamonds can cost you from $5,000 and up to 50 million and above. They are real, not expensive but precious, I would call. Um, so we took artisans from the manufacturers that we know of. Those artisans had been doing it for like 30, 35 years. They've been just simply knowing only one thing in their life, that is how do they cut from the raw diamonds and bring out those 12 shapes. So we had our, I would say, sort of a training to understand how these shapes come, to really understand what this shape actually mean. And we really thought that how could that be fit into this whole character that we are developing, and that's an effort. We had a lot of struggles of our own in terms of getting the fitment into its body parts and all, but we have figured a way where we could really say, okay, you know what, here's a diamond, significantly enhancing the character, and the character itself is actually a diamond character. So The process was literally taking the real world on our side, get inspired, do a lot of sketch work, and get a lot of rejections from artisans themselves, and then really kind of come back to the what do you call digital media, and then do the real NFTs. That's the process. I
Uh,
hope I answered that. I don't know
yeah, yeah,
correctly.
yeah. Yeah, you sure did. So I really love the fact that how you went to the people who were making actual diamonds and who were doing it for like 30 years and then tried to put it together in NFTs, right? But
Yeah.
the thing is, NFTs are more modern, and diamonds have been around for a while. And I'm sure like those 12 designs have been around for a while. So, like, how did you manage like and I have seen your NFTs. They look quite modern as well. So how did you manage to like balance both traditional techniques and then the
Yeah.
uh, charisma that is required for NFTs? So like how did you
Sure.
balance this?
It's a great question, actually. We did have that question on one of our whiteboard like 7 months, 8 months back when we were bashing our head around. The thought that really came across, and I'll be not just honest, I'll be raw, if I'm allowed. Um, we did not go either way. We thought that what is the most timeless thing that cuts across all human boundaries, all ages, all the history and the future, which is the timeless chord that we require to kind of connect. It was not about modern or old, but really timeless, because diamonds are forever. That's the saying, right? And we thought that a, it's for forever, and b, what does they really represent? What does really diamond represent? Why someone really buys the diamond very expensive, gives it to someone he or she cares, a father or a mother or a wife, a girlfriend, spouse, whosoever. Why would they really feel fulfilled to give that piece of uh, you know mother earth's natural, you can say, asset? And the answer was right in front of us, and it was, well, it's love. Simple as that. Love is a timeless thing. Love goes around from forever to forever. So we then decided that, okay, you know what, our character should be something that absolutely inspire a sort of a tingling feeling, a tickle in any human being who sees, a sort of kind of little warm, maybe a little naughty, maybe a little cute, maybe a little sort of live, something that is oriented to love. And that gave us the whole inspiration. And we tried. I don't know, you guys will decide whether our effort and time, whatever we put, was any close to what we thought and what I'm saying. So the judgment is yours. But that's how we actually, on this part of the world, we thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, love is timeless. That's a really good quote. So yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Hmm.
Uh, I remember
Thank you.
you told me at the beginning of this space that you want to bring uh, diamond industry into Web3 and you want to connect people who are in this industry. So, my question is like, how do you intend to do that, first of all, and how do you intend to build a community for your project? Like, how do you want to bring in people and things like that?
Okay. Well, the intention is, could we could we really help people around the world who are passionate for developing anything that requires diamond, be it a jewelry shop, be it a young, you know entrepreneur, female, male, who are trying to, let's say, create a writing instrument, but it has a piece of an art in terms of studied with real diamonds, or or any other accessories that someone really is trying to develop. But what they probably require is a huge capital to really get into sort of a whole business, should they really are passionate about that. And we thought that could we help those really, you can say, upcoming, aspiring, eyes full of their hopes and dreams, could we help them? So we then thought that we could become the conduit of access, that we could give all those people to really cut across. There are some 11 points of exchange, I would call, for the diamond that leaves from the manufacturing factories in India, in Surat, until it reaches those consumers or small retailers. It has to cross 11, almost 7 to 11 hops. Now, each hop cost, obviously, because it's going to be the next hop be more expensive, the next hop will be more expensive, and so forth. And we thought someone who is young, trying to develop some really beautiful things, but doesn't have access to a capital, or someone who is really large and they have really a mass of wealth and they are also established manufacturers like Bucherer in Zurich and Geneva, we can give them equal opportunity. The largest can also access through us directly to the manufacturers and cut across all those 7 hops. They could enjoy the bulk buying if they can, but the younger folks would really enjoy and feel blessed to have someone given them access directly to the owners and managers of the company, whom with they can negotiate and really get what they want. In fact, they can customize their diamonds. They can literally place, and they would not even cost 1 by 25th. In our calculation, it will not cost more than 1 by 25th of what they get in the United States or South Africa or Australia or UK, London. We know, since I'm doing this for 10 years, I know the prices at the end of the day. So we could really give them a massive sort of access, and they could help their business to grow. With this advantage, they don't have to have intensive capital investment right up front. They could purely get passionate about what they like, what they love, and they could purely increase their appetite to produce more. And howsoever we can help, we thought that maybe we should help. Now, this is just the beginning right now. We are very serious about this. We don't want to just be sticking here. But if you want, I can go a bit more. But right now, I'm pausing until you make a comment. So this is where I'm pausing. So please guide me now.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool, and to be honest, I feel that I'm learning a lot about diamond industry from you. So now my question is, not everyone will be able to speak with you, right? And you know there is this huge community that we want to build, and I think there is already a community that supports the project. So, do you have any plans to educate them, or are you doing anything to educate them, like something that will mass educate people about, hey, this is how you can get access to cheap diamonds, or this is what you should look for, or something like that?
You have been absolutely spot on. We absolutely have series of education, and not just education. We will connect directly live with the artisans, of course, virtually. They could have one-to-one discussion. The large community, many on your side or the world, and 3 or 5 experts from the manufacturing company out here. They can have a direct dialogue for whatever questions they have, and we are the mediator. And I would be more than sufficient to initially for the next sort of 10 months or 6 months, unless we really get serious. The second project that will come by end of this year is actually going to have a lot of web series, to help people understand what it takes. How should you really value diamond? what you need to really consider before you make your that investment of capital, even if it is 1 by 25th of price. End of the day, it's your money, and we respect the fact. We don't want that to go um, for no reason. So we really really want people to educate, because also there is one very important thing. Soon, the manufacturers that I am connected with, through the 10 years of family business, that we have done projects with them for multi years, and really really large volume, they are giants, about 3 billion to 10 billion dollar revenue. And I'm directly talking to you about the owners that I know and I'm having relationship with, and we are discussing even the diamond based new cryptocurrencies to be launched. This is a whole lot of different action going on here for the entire diamond industry that we are a part of, you can say, contributing. So in the second project, or the third project, we will also have something very very tangible. We will have people to directly purchase through the NFT on their apps and websites as a privileged members who have NFTs sitting there in their world and getting everything at their doorstep. That's our plan. We're trying to integrate some of the systems. We have lots of other dependencies as well, from mining until manufacturing. We are sorting a lot of things out at the back end, just to inform. But we are trying to really smooth the whole process for Web3 community, where soon meaning next 9 to maybe 12 months, they should be able to confidently, with their educated thought processes, and if not on demand, get the education, on demand get the consultation, and place their orders from variety of manufacturers that we will help them connect with, and we will not be in middle anywhere at any point in time. That's our commitment. We are not doing this for anything like a broker, or anything like that. They will be doing in privacy. They will be doing in their entire confidence. They would not need to know, even tell us or anything. We will not be, we'll be like gone. This will be direct.
I mean, that sounds really interesting, and this whole conversation has been really interesting. I just want to take a different turn over here. So I saw on your website that you had some ideas about becoming a brand and becoming a culture icon for kids and pop and stuff like that. Can you please, share more light on that?
um well, at the moment, how far we can see, we are like thinking perhaps this is this is a sort of a place where we want to stay. Meaning, even if we are having our manufacturers coming in directly to the Web3, we as a company would love to be in the space of NFT, helping what do you call, helping the love to be timeless through kids oriented things. Maybe, that's one thought. I would not say that that's something the only thought, but that's one very 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 thought. We had received so much love from community with this whole Dino project. We feel like we own now responsibility. We have like a lot of responsibility now, because there's so much faith, there's so much love, and we want to stick with and stay on the whole kid side. Hopefully, 'cause a lot depends on really how in reality we are able to earn the faith of people and give them back our faith. We want to not stop at any level, such as kids games, merchandises, education, anything that is not just sort of what I will call um, what do you call, just a cheap purchase, but something that really has meaning. One thing that we are hell bent upon is, the state of the world at the moment about kids really worries us. Like, I have my own kid. I see them at now she's 13 year, the daughter who was 10 years, and when she wrote in 2020. I noticed that there's a humongous amount of pressure they have, a lot of depressed people around. Kids are very different. I don't know your part of the world, but this part of the world, the kids have really, really, really changed. They grow a lot faster than they should. They know things a lot faster than they actually need to, and sometimes not necessary, and sometimes untoward. And we just think that perhaps we should be really doing our part. We cannot change the world. We cannot change even our neighborhood, if at all we do something. And we want to do on that something part to literally enlighten the world of kids through what we do, through any means that is possible, such as merchandises, education, games. As we go, we'll expand in our thought, but this is going to be the core.
Okay, so now the important question. Okay, so what's the minting process for the NFTs? Is there a whitelist? How can one get in the whitelist? Like, are there any giveaways running that people can go and grab an NFT?
Right, so literally day before yesterday, or yesterday I believe, not day before yesterday, we had made our final decisions on the approach we are going to take. I would not be able to kind of give you all the dates and details, but what I can tell you is the structure, right? So yes, there will be whitelist. Yes, there will be live minting. Yes, there will be also a VIP OG that we've seen that there's a humongous amount of community love that we are receiving. So we have created a very special from our end, which, to be very frank, a month ago we were not even having that as our direct thought. It was in direct thought, but now we have placed it formally. We have allocated time, date, everything, for OG, for whitelisting, for live. And if the details you probably wish me to share, I have Peter, as you know, who actually could kind of help you on how do you enroll, because these guys are amazing, what they do. So they are literally helping community to enroll to whitelist and get their love and give back the same.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing it. We'll keep an eye on your Twitter
Sure.
to make sure that we don't miss it.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
now,
you.
yeah, thank you so much. Can you share more about utility of the NFT? Like, so what are the exact utilities that you have with the NFTs, and what would people get from the NFTs?
Okay. Well, so the main, as I said, that the main intention is to really help entrepreneurs, to even large corporates or mid-sized organizations who are using diamonds for any purpose whatsoever. And I mean real diamonds. I don't mean green diamond. I don't mean CBDs. I don't mean crystals. I mean real 100% diamonds. Okay, so the first utility is literally to help anyone around the world in the Web3 needing an access to the manufacturers. Second, these are also those people who would probably be very conscious of the carbon emission. So they would not want to have something that they buy which is ESG standard violation. Yeah. So it has to be having ESG. And the manufacturers we have done in our selection process, they are very, very, very kind of close to achieve their ESG targets. We know their internal structure, their governance. We understand very closely by the virtue of working with owners, not alone their general managers or anybody else, but literally the owners of the company. I know a lot written, documented stuff that whether they are really the ESG followers, to really help the planet, help the world, socially, governance-wise, environmentally, etc. So it will help our buyers who are really conscious about environment, climate, to give very special kind of feel that what they're doing a favor and they are sticking with their morals and ethics, through us, in their purchase for diamonds. So that's second. You can say we the next project, as I said, that we are in the sort of sequel. We definitely want our community to take a humongous advantage in the next project. As I said, again, I'm saying that this will be the first of the three series. Dino is the first of the three series project, and all our members who will be showing faith, we will show them faith back until the project really kind of ends in the series and even beyond. I can't say anything right now about next 3 years, but definitely we have this intention to never leave the community, unattended, or fulfilling their interest will be our almost religious belief that this is what we really want to do, and not for the sake of transactional exchange, but literally transforming each other through how we can care for them, how they can care for us, and how actually care for each another is more beyond, by helping the NFT world to come again throbbing, alive, Web3 to really take that space which it deserves, and so forth.
Hey Chetan, it's been a great speaking with you.
Same
Uh,
here.
Thank you for sharing the story for about about Dino the diamonds.
Thank you very
I
much.
learned a lot about the whole diamond industry and everything, and I'm sure all our listeners also learned about the project and in the industry and everything. So, thank you for your presence. Thank you for sharing all your knowledge. We really appreciate you over here.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much for bearing for so long. Thank you very much, guys. I love you, all of you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for joining us here. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.